these dreams of a better life, where I don't have to run, I don't need to hide, I'll stand and fight.
Why can't I be who you want me to be? I give it all, but it's never enough for you. I fear I'm falling deeper and deeper. My heart is racing faster and faster. This existence is so useless. Help me find a better way.
Walls are closing in, locked away inside my mind. Don't know what to do. There's always something that's holding me back, and I'm honestly tired of feeling numb.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to VWU Horizon. This is the, I'd say pre-show, but you know, pre-shows have a negative connotation these days for being, you know, bad, but this is nothing but. This is to get you prepared for the action you're going to see tomorrow night at DCA Proving Ground 9. I am B-Wall here. Thank you for joining me for this special Horizon episode as we get you set for Proving Ground 9 tomorrow night, as Sophia Yale coming out to the ring. This woman has been seen a lot around Wildcats, one of the newer signees to the roster, but here comes another new signee as well. There's been a lot of them coming through the pipeline the last couple of months, to be specific. There's been a lot of newcomers coming in, and these are going to be two of them right here. Sophia already in the ring, and Victoria excuse me, had a lump in my throat for a minute. Victoria Molina making her debut here on DCA. In DCA, but here on VWU Horizon. By the way, we're live in Yokohama, Japan tonight. Of course, tomorrow night we're going to be in the Big Daddy, the stadium, tomorrow night. Record-setting attendance already expected for that tomorrow night. Victoria has a flaming bat that she brought to the ring. But nonetheless, this should be a very interesting match to be certain here on Horizon. Of course, tonight also, we have a big match coming up as two men that are looking to propel themselves toward a future Burnout title opportunity will be in action. Javon Fox and Scott Sapp, of course, those two have had a kind of a back and forth the last couple of weeks. And that singles match should be very, very good. And Victoria Molina and Sophia Yale coming in this match. And Victoria is going to be obviously the one with the power and the striking advantage here and the size advantage. As you can clearly see, just mounting Sophia and taking her down. And we thank you, or DCA thanks you for joining us here tonight for this Horizon episode. Of course, Proving Ground 9 tomorrow night. We got Prestige coming up in about 2 to 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks here on the VWU channel. So if you have not subscribed, please do so. It's a head scissors by Sophia takes Victoria down. And now Irish whip off the ropes, going for the drop toe hold, but again that power advantage of Victoria just not able to take her down. And now rear naked choke locked in, but Sophia easily able to get out of it. And now look at this. Float over into a DDT. Very nicely done. And a forearm sending Victoria down. That's what Sophia's going to have to do. She's going to have to use her speed. Obviously, she's going to have the speed edge in this matchup, but she cannot take Victoria lightly by any stretch of the imagination, because with that power advantage she's got, that's going to be the edge in this match for certain. Both of these women, of course, are going to have their eyes on the Rising Star Championship match coming up after Proving Ground 9. That's going to be on Wildcats 200, as Nova Kane will make her first title defense, as now Victoria with a power bomb. Nova Kane will be making her first title defense, as she will be taking on, 1 minute cover, as she'll be taking on both Rachel Diaz and Bella DeSantos in a triple threat match that is going to be taking place at Wildcats 200. And both of these women, are going to be watching that match very closely to see if they can be finding themselves in a future championship match. As like I said, look at Sophia taking Victoria down on the outside. As I said, there's been an influx of new talent coming into DCA in these last few weeks and few months. The Rising Star division has, for all intents and purposes, been rejuvenated since Revelations and in the new season. The future of DCA, cover 1, only a 1 count again. The future of DCA is looking pretty bright at the moment. It's on the Wildcat side especially. Of course, Takedown is also going to be getting some new, or has had some new faces come in. Cover 1. Varl making his debut on Takedown a while back. Dominant victory, by the way, on that. And again, like I said, the influx of new talent coming into the DCA is very vast, if I do say so myself. I've been in some of those meetings with these new talent that are coming in, and let's just say there's a lot more coming that some might shock you, but I'm not allowed to say anything else. Big lariat by Victoria. And of course, Proving Ground 9 coming up tomorrow night, folks. If you have not already, hit the bell to be notified when that premiere is live, because that is going to be live at 4 o'clock tomorrow night. 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon is the time for Proving Ground 9. And some big matches on that card, of course. The Goddess title is on the line. Trixie Decker will put the belt on the line against Bad Amy, and now I can confirm that is going to be a Yokohama death match, because let's be honest, do you think either of those two are going to be confined by any rules? I don't think so. Sophia going up top now. Sophia, big splash, but can't capitalize quick enough to get a cover, so she's going to try and get on more offense, but Victoria immediately catching her with another rear naked choke. And again, that power advantage, like I said, coming into play right now. She just cannot find it. As soon as Victoria seems like she's down, she keeps coming right back. Now Sophia ran right into that right hand. Irish whip, duck down, and now trucked right through her. I didn't expect that from Sophia. Sophia again going for this head scissors, trying to take down the bigger woman, which is what she's going to have to do. And again, she just keeps getting 1 counts. That's all she's getting right now. She's not getting anything other than 1 counts here, folks. Crowd on their feet, obviously. Very excited for this match. And Victoria's trying to calm the crowd down. That's trying to cheer Sophia on. And I think it's not even just the fact that she's facing Victoria is that the crowd is cheering. I think it's the fact that, oh my God, another lariat. It's just the fact that they've been watching Sophia compete for ever since she debuted, and she's had a lot of fire, she's had a lot of passion, but fire and passion are all well and good, but she just has not been able to get a victory. She's not been able to get any wins under her belt, and I think the fans have kind of taken to her in that respect, trying to push her forward towards a victory, but it's going to be very hard going up against this woman right here, someone who has been, for all intents and purposes, making a name for herself in other organizations the last, for a little while now. And she's just now finally made her way to DCA. So we got to see how she does here. And right now, from what I'm looking at, she's doing pretty well. But Sophia's going to keep fighting. She's a fighter. I will give her that. As you see, they're just taking her down and following her to the outside. Sophia running in from behind now. Look at this. What is this? Bulldog on the floor. And Sophia, again, like I said, she's got all the passion and the fire in the world. But can she translate that into victories? That's the question, because we've seen, again, like I said before, we've seen over the last few weeks, the last few months, since she made her debut, she's had, again, gets caught in this sleeper. Every time. That's been Victoria's ace in the hole this entire match, is that sleeper hold, trying to wear. I mean, even if it doesn't get the victory, Sophia is having to fight and scratch, and that's going to wear her down even more. But as I was saying, we've seen the last few months how Sophia, look at that, with a nice bridge on that tiger suplex. We've seen Sophia continue to keep fighting over and over to get a victory. Hasn't been able to get one. And now look at this guillotine. She's got a guillotine locked in. I don't know if she's going to have all of it, though, because Victoria's got that massive body size advantage. And she was easily able to get out of it. Now she's just continuing more strikes onto Sophia. And Sophia has no answer for her until now, sending Victoria out to the floor. And again, this match probably very important towards deciding who. Again, this sleeper. Like I told you, this has been her bread and butter this entire match, trying to wear Sophia out. And if she's not careful, she's going to get a submission one of these times. I tell you what right now. But again, this is a very effective maneuver, but Sophia again able to fight out of it, but she's using so much energy to do it. She's using so much energy just to get out, and it's giving, kick right to the face. It's giving the advantage to Sophia every time she tries to fight it off. And now Victoria in the corner, no! And this might be the opening. Sophia needs to get back in this match. But can she take it? That's the question. Elbow right to the top of the head. And now, look at this. Right hand by Victoria now. Look out. Snake Eyes in the corner. And Victoria once again back in the driver's seat. Oh no. Look at this. Torture rack. Neck breaker. That could be it. 1, 2, and again, Sophia kicking out. But you got to wonder how much more she's got left in the tank. I don't know. I don't know how much more she could have left because she's been getting knocked around this entire match. She keeps trying to fight back. I'll give her that. Oh, my God. And now Victoria, I think she's done playing around. Look at this. Another submission. I think it's just academic at this point. She's just trying to break her now. Sophia's hung around, and she keeps hanging around, and she's still hanging around. The more she continues to fight, it seems like the angrier Victoria seems to get. And oh no, got caught. Jesus. Victoria sending a message to the entire Rising Star division, I think, that she's going to be a force to be reckoned with in this division. Uranagi slam. Oh no. What's she going for here? Went for a rocket kick, but Sophia able to swat her out of the air. And now look at this, back into the guillotine again. And I don't think Victoria saw that coming. But nonetheless, look at this. Again, using that size advantage to power her way out of it. And that's something Sophia's just gonna have to learn. She doesn't have the power edge in this match. Oh my God. Getting trucked into the corner. Kicks the midsection. Sophia again just continuing to show her heart and determination. There's a drop kick. Also tonight, one half of the principal in Molina will take on one half of the Hated Gates in Rianne Starr. Of course, the Hated Gates, #1 contenders for the Wildcats tag team titles at Wildcats 200. There's a face buster by Sophia. 2, no. Of course, the Hated Gates also undefeated in tag team competition. So you got to think if the principal win here tonight, of course, the principal #1 contenders, or at least one of the contenders for the Queens of Wrestling tag team titles at Prestige in a few weeks. But you got to think if the Hated Gates lose, or at least Rianne anyway, they'll still be undefeated as a team in 2023, but at the same time, that's still a victory for the principal nonetheless. Now Sophia back inside the ring. And what's she looking for here? It counts up to 7, and Sophia's not one to wait. There's an elbow drop. But Victoria still able to get back in control and sending Sophia into the guardrail. And now telling her to get back in the ring. She's not even going after her. She's just waiting. Waiting for her opportunity. And maybe showing a little bit of respect to Sophia as well. But oh, here we go. There's a sleeper one more time. It's got to be over now. It's got to be over now. She's had that sleeper all night long, all match long. And Sophia, she's put up a good fight, but at the same time, how much more can you honestly? Oh my God, she's still fighting back. No, never question the heart of this woman. She may be new to the Wildcats roster, but you gotta see. I mean, honestly, if you don't see the heart on display here, oh no, Victoria caught her out of nowhere and dropped her, and that will do it. Victoria has put so many women away with that in other promotions, but tonight, Victoria put away another victim. And again, this Rising Star division, it may be getting more and more stacked by the week, but at the same time, if you got someone as powerful as Victoria in your roster, in your ranks, you better watch your back, because she's looking to collect.
Jones from Jones Good Ass Barbecue and Foot Massage, and I'm proud to announce my new Steph Curry Chicken Playoff Special. It's a whole chicken drenched in a spicy curry sauce. Then I throw it at you from 27 feet away. Splash! Now friends, you may ask yourself, how come we ain't got no LeBron meal? Well, what has LeBron ever done for Toby? At least Steph is out there representing my jingle. LeBron too busy pushing Kia. Hell, I ain't seen a brother get so much attention for a Korean car since Rodney King. And now you can enjoy a spicy curry chicken or family foot rub at home with my new Jones Spicy Curry Barbecue and Foot Rub Chicken Sauce, wherever fine sauces are sold.
Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to VWU Horizon. And that singles match that I was talking to you about, it's coming up right now, folks. As Jean is going to accompany her tag team partner Molina to the ring here for this singles match. Of course, Jean and Molina have already had a victory over the Queens of Wrestling Tag Team Champions a number of weeks ago on Wildcats. They have the momentum heading in to Prestige, where they will be challenging the DeWinter sisters for the Queens of Wrestling Tag Team titles, and also, of course, the Bed of Roses, Jasmine and Julia, will be in that match as well. A three-way match for the Queens of Wrestling Tag Team titles. Of course, the men's tag team titles will also be on the line at Prestige, as the Riots, the seemingly unstoppable Riots, will be challenged by both the Lagoon Company and the team of Code Red Michael Connolly and Tomas Ramirez. So the principal could end up with two sets of tag team championships by the time Prestige is over. And that's something I'm sure all of them, Oseko especially, will be very happy about. And here comes the current #1 contenders for the Wildcats tag team titles in Rianne, Starr, and Lexi Gates. Of course, Rianne is the only one that's going to be in action tonight, but in any case, these two women, ever since Azula brought them back together, has been undefeated as a tag team in DCA. And I'd say in all of 2023, that includes the tail end of last season. But especially this season, they have not lost a match yet as a team. So, like I said, I keep saying it, the Bombshell Club, they may have finally gotten over the hump and won the Wildcats tag team titles at Revelations, but at the same time, if they're not careful, we're going to see new Wildcats tag team champions, and we're going to see 2-time Wildcats tag team champions in the Hated Gates. And you know that's what they want. They want to be 2-time tag team champions. They've already held the belts once before, a few years back, but now they want that gold again. And you know, Gene and Molina, at some point, they want tag team gold as well. I mean, we already saw, apparently, Oseko wants tag team gold as well. I don't believe she's ever been a tag team champion in her career, so, well, maybe, I think she might have, but cover one. Let's just, for the sake of argument, let's say she hasn't been tag team champion in VWU yet. So, for the sake of argument, let's just go there. Let's just keep it there. Molina in control for the moment. And now what's she going for here? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Double stomp to the midsection. Wow. And right to the knee. Again, these two teams, you know, they're going to be looking for tag team. They're looking for tag team gold, you know, in both sides of the argument here. Oh, and a suicide dive by Molina. Of course, Molina also has things she's looking towards. She still wants to know who attacked her sister in SRW, and I hear through the grapevine that she's going to be at Crash Landing to figure that out, to call that woman out, from what I've been told. So I guess we'll see on that night who gets who did it. But yeah, the principal looking for gold in all aspects here in VWU. Oh, knees to the midsection by Rianne. The cover here, only a 1 count. Of course, Yuki Marie is already a champion over in Dream Pro Wrestling. She will be competing tomorrow night at Proving Ground against Reiko Hinamoto, who will be making her DCA return. Of course, former Goddess champion Reiko Hinamoto, former ACW Excel Glamour X champion, along with multiple other accolades in her career. As now, Rianne coming back now. Look at this. Head scissors. Or Frankensteiner, excuse me. Be more precise. Of course, Molina holding the SRW Kingdom Championship. A belt that Cypher did win at the last Murder Brawl, but then Cypher said that Molina could have it again, because that's not the belt she wanted. So Molina is still in possession of that championship once again. And she wanted to use that title kind of like a gateway, something that she believed Cypher did not provide, to make it something special. And, you know, I understand that from that kind of aspect. Of course, that championship, I don't believe it is recognized by Scarlet Row Wrestling, but Molina seems to believe so. There's a cutter. And Rianne right back up and takes her down. cover. Only a 1 count. Of course, our main event coming up also tonight. Like I said, Javon Fox, Scott Sapp is coming up tonight. Big match to determine. I mean, we already know that Lupin III will be defending the Burnout Championship tomorrow night. As Rianne with a back elbow, springboard back elbow. Didn't get all of it, but got enough of it. Look at this. Big elbow drop from the top. Only a 1 count. And now Molina back in control. And sends her down. And now 630 by Molina. This could be it. Wow. I was going to say it could be it, but I don't know how the hell Rianne kicked out at 1 from that. But I guess that's that toughness that Azula put in both of these women. Never give up till the battle is lost. Make any and all sacrifices necessary. Like, these are the values that Azula instilled in both of those women. There's a kick to the side of the head. Good God. That was almost reminiscent of another kick that Molina may know very well, but you know, according to some people, they look the same. But I'm not going to get into that argument right now because Molina has vehemently denied such claims. Nonetheless, back to the match here. Rianne leapfrog over and a beautiful drop kick. I don't think anyone can or has ever denied that Rianne Starr is a star in this business and that she does not have the talent to back that up. Because let's be honest, folks, she has all the talent in the world and she always has. And like I said, I think that this new partnership with Azula has reinvigorated both Rianne and Lexi at a time when they both needed it. Because Azula pointed this out several times before. The Hated Gates were not on the best track in DCA before this. They had gone their separate ways. They were blaming each other for multiple losses. And then when they went on their own, they continued to keep losing. They weren't on the winning side. They weren't in any championship picture. And then Azula brought them together and said, you know what? You guys need to stop bickering, stop fighting. You are better together than you are apart. And you know what happened? They started winning after that. They started winning matches. They started getting back into championship contention. And now they're #1 contenders. And that's all because Azula, whether you like her or not, she gave them the confidence and she gave them, I mean, even you can say the ruthlessness to get in that championship picture again. And speaking of ruthlessness, look at Molina. I think she's got a mandible claw on. Couldn't tell from this angle. Cameraman's fired, but anyway. Nonetheless, excuse me there, folks. Had a little bit of a issue for a moment as Rianne, snapmare, and a drop kick. Rianne in firm control now of this match, but she's got to keep it up. Look at this springboard into a back elbow again. Wait a minute. Molina caught her. Molina caught her only on 1 count. And that's how quickly this match could turn around. Molina, oh, wait a minute. Rianne, torture rack neck breaker. She used that move to beat 1, 2, no. She used that move to beat Jamie Fury a number of episodes ago. Of course, the hated Gates, in order to keep the match for the Wildcats tag titles, in order to keep it a one-on-one match, they beat Madison Starr and Jamie Fury, and now Rianne just beat Molina. I'm telling you, the hated Gates are on a roll right now. I don't know if they can be stopped. They might be the best team in VWU right now. I'm being honest with you folks. I'm not lying. And if they win the Wildcats tag team titles at Wildcats 200, there will be no doubt once and for all that they are the best team on Wildcats and maybe in VWU, period.
The final countdown. Oh, the final countdown. It's the final countdown.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back to VWU Horizon. And we are set for a big match. A big main event. And here comes Javon Fox. A man who, in these last few months, has made quite the statement. He's made quite the impression on the takedown roster. And at a time, honestly, when a lot of people didn't even know who Javon Fox even was. A lot of people didn't even know who this man, who this man could be, should be, whatever you want to say. And now he's been firmly in the thick of things in terms of the Burnout Championship picture. And now here comes his opponent, Scott Sapp. And this match was made when Scott Sapp and Javon Fox were in a tag team match on Takedown. It was those two in separate teams, obviously. Javon was teaming with Niles Riley, and Scott Sapp was teaming with Tommy Vercetti. And right in the middle of that match, Scott Sapp and Javon Fox took it upon themselves to, let's just say, have their own match. And they were beating the hell out of one another for a good 10 to 15 minutes in that match. So now, Space Ghost decided we're going to have these two men beat the hell out of each other again. And this time, let's just let them do it on their own. So I don't know how this is going to go. But both of these men obviously want a shot at the Burnout Championship, held now by Lupon III. And of course, Lupon III will be defending that title against Sly Cooper tomorrow night. And we haven't also talked about Michael Connolly and Kenshin. That's happening tomorrow night as well. That's going to be an interesting match because both of those men, I'm sure, want to get into a championship picture on Takedown. Of course, I'll be running down the entire card for Proving Ground after this match. Ellie Rose will be defending the Wildcats Championship against Ovana Morgan in a very personal match. And then the main event, of course, Zach Stone defends the DCA World Championship against Haru Glory. And that one's going to be very, very massive of a match. Both of those men, the faces of their respective places, if you want to put it that way. As now, Javon in control so far of this matchup. And now going after the legs of Scott Sapp. That's a smart move. Trying to take away the power. Zach, of course, talking about that main event. Zach Stone on his 844th day as the DCA World Champion. It's going to reach 845 days tomorrow, but will it end there? Haru Glory is a man who is known for doing the unthinkable, doing the impossible. Look at Javon, that drop kick. He's made a career out of that. Now, went for something in the corner, and Scott Sapp able to get out of the way, but Irish whip off the corner. Wow. Missed that uppercut. Sapp now in trouble still. Javon with a swinging neck breaker. And out of the ring. And now Javon! And that's that athleticism, and that's that athleticism we were talking about. Kicks in the face. Chop, another chop. Kick to the midsection. Look at this. Got him up. Falcon arrow on the floor. And now Javon in control, but he's got to keep it up. Going up to the top rope now. And now elbow drop to the spine. Quickly into the cover. 2, no. And Sapp able to kick out. Scott Sapp calls himself the genesis of pro wrestling. And I can see where that argument stands. Senton by Fox onto Sapp. I can see where that argument comes into play. Scott Sapp, a relative mainstay in Battle Pro, and had made his name over there for a number of years. But I'm sure he would even say he never really found himself in a high-level position on the card. He never really could say to himself that he had any kind of momentum at any point. And I think when you look at Scott Sapp's line of work, he's an amazing, incredible championship level competitor. Moonsault by Javon, and now middle rope, and he's going one more. Top rope, moonsault. And I think he in Javon Fox, he sees something in him, and I think that's why. Oh no, not another one. No, inverted 450. Taking a page out of Zach Stone's old playbook there, but only gets a 2 count out of it. And now Javon looking for another no. Scott Sapp able to scout it this time. And Sapp now finally, after so long, is in the driver's seat. Sapp off the ropes. Big missile drop kick. My God. Head scissors. Shot to the face, no. Sapp able to roll away. Javon now, head scissors again. Trying to keep Scott Sapp down. And now look at this. Right hands. Now trying to wear out Scott. Now, look at this. Springboard. And another inverted poison, not inverted. A springboard poison rana. There you go. I got my names right, folks. But Javon again in control. Now, look out. Wait, look at that. Armbar bulldog. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Look out. Another enziguri. Now, right to the arm again. He's working on that arm. And that's something really I expected from Sapp. If anything, Sapp's more of the... Sapp is more of the technical wrestler of the two. As you've seen, Javon more the high flyer. Javon now, drop kick. Oh no, what's he going for here? And another one, sending Sapp nearly out of the ring. Javon now up top. Swanton bomb. And this has been a really great showing for Javon here. And, you know, Javon Fox, one of those guys, again, like I said, could be the future of DCA. And he's been showing it in match after match, opponent after opponent. And Sapp now. Sapp, look out. What's this? Running Liger bomb. But Javon got right back up and got taken down with a big drop kick. Sapp now back in the driver's seat. And now Sapp back in control. Look at this. Using the ropes to his advantage now. Now look at this, taking him down. And this is what I said earlier. This is more of Sapp's game. Using the technical advantage. Using that technical wrestling ability that he has used his entire career to slow Javon down. Because Javon obviously has the speed advantage. He's got the high flying advantage. Scott Sapp just going to ground and pound. Just going to wear you out. Use a lot of submissions. Use a lot of limb-based strikes. As you see here, targeting the body. Slowing Javon down. That is what's going to get Scott Sapp the victory here. Oh, wait a minute. Look at that suicide dive. Now, that's not to say that Scott Sapp can't fly, because he can if he wants to. And Malik Brown, if he was here, would tell you that same thing. Of course, Malik Brown and Atlas Jones, wait, cover one. Malik Brown and Atlas Jones are going to be facing the future War Cult tomorrow night for the tag team titles. I bet you thought I was going to say blacks, didn't you? Sick freaks. Sapp now, the elbows. Now Sapp again going back to the limbs, going back to the midsection, slowing Javon down, keeping him grounded so he can't fly around the ring, and that is what Sapp is good at. And if anything, I'd say he's one of the best at it. To go even further than that, nice segue I'm about to do here. Kiyoshi Saiba will be defending the Pure Championship against Tyler Parks tomorrow night. That's going to be a Pure Wrestling Classic, and you know Scott Sapp will probably want that belt at some point. There's a drop kick. Because if anything, Scott Sapp, I think, would give Kiyoshi a great match for the Pure title. A lot of grappling, a lot of strikes. That's something Kiyoshi's is legendary for at this point. And I think Scott Sapp would give him a really great fight. As now Javon now going after the arm again. These two men have been kind of going tit for tat in terms of the limb department here. And now strikes by Javon into a Russian leg sweep on the floor. Now Javon sending Sapp back inside the ring. Counts out to 7. Javon taking his time. He's got till 20. Of course, there'll be a 20 count on the floor tonight and at Proving Ground. Gourd Buster, sit out Gourd Buster by Javon. And now look at this. Again going after the arm. Sapp saw it coming and a deadly drive. And now again just slowing the pace down is Scott Sapp. Not allowing Javon to try and get any momentum, but now strikes at the top of the head. But Sapp trying to get control back. He does. And sends it for snake eyes in the corner, and now right back to the arm. And Scott Sapp, this is what he loves. But can he keep it up? I know he wants to send a statement, not just to Loop On, but to Sly as well. Whoever walks out of Proving Ground with that Burnout Championship, he wants to show that he wants to be next in line for it. Double knees to the back. And right kick right to the ankle. Again, Scott Sapp, a technical wizard in that ring, but Javon Fox will not let him get any breaks. But Sapp, again, he's great at shutting momentum down. That's one thing that a lot of people that if you know Scott Sapp, you'll say the same thing. Elbow right to the spine. And again, Sapp finds himself in the driver's seat, but for how much longer? Shot by Javon, and now look at that. Wow! Face buster. And now again, targeting that arm. It's now, look at this. Again to the arm. Look at this. Off the ropes. And a kick to the face. To the back of the head, excuse me. Shining Wizard. And now, again, these two. I think Javon is kind of trying to show Scott Sapp that he can be technical too. That he can be, just as technical, just as precise when he wants to be. And now, look at this, off the ropes, Javon, duck down. Oh no, Sapp able to move just a bit faster, but again, look at this. Kick to the spine. Javon back in control. Now, Javon, cover again. One. No. Right to the back. And another kick to the face. Javon once again finding himself in control of this matchup. But Sapp. Look out. Big Savate kick. And this is what I mean. Like, Scott Sapp, he doesn't have to fly around the ring, and he doesn't make that a habit. He really doesn't. As much as you might think he makes it a habit, it's not. He uses more of the technical ground game and everything to get the job done. But when he wants to, he'll fly. He'll fly if he wants to. As now, Scott again just slowing the pace down. Keeping Javon grounded. Look at this. Ground and pound like I said earlier. Oh. Javon kipping back up now. Neck breaker? Yes. Very nice neck breaker. Went for a right hand. No. Sapp, look at this. Open hand strike. Sapp now. Half hatch suplex. And look at this. Look at that. Look how smart Scott Sapp was. He saw Javon rolling out of the ring, so what did he do? He went after him. Almost immediately went after him. Didn't even give him a moment to breathe. And honestly, Scott Sapp, a little peek behind the curtain, if you will. This man has been in the back, in the locker room, And he goes up to these newcomers in this division, even the Wildcats, by the way. And he gives them so much advice on this business. He's been around a long time. He may not look it, but he's been around since he was a teenager. He started in Battle Pro very, very young. And this business has been in his DNA for so long now that he's able to teach the girls and guys stuff that they probably wouldn't even have known prior. And that's what makes Scott Sapp not just a valuable asset in the ring, but outside of it as well. And Javon Fox, I think he may not say it, but he's learning a lot from being in the ring with someone like Scott Sapp here tonight. These two men just brawling on the outside of the ring. They know they got it till 20, and they're taking every advantage. This is exactly kind of reminiscent of what happened on Takedown, when these two men just spent a good chunk of the match just beating the hell out of each other on the floor, and there's a tilt-a-whirl armbar. And Sapp, his arm's been worked over this entire match. He knew he had to get out of that quickly. Oh no, wait a minute. Look at this. Backbreaker. And now look at this. Again, taking a page out of Sapp's own playbook right there. I think Javon, again, he's learning a lot from being in the ring with someone like Scott Sapp, whether he wants to admit it or not. And whether Sapp wants to admit it or not, these two could have matches over and over again, in my opinion. And I'll never get bored. I won't. I don't think any of you will be bored either. Javon now up top. What's he looking for here? Waiting for Sapp to get to his feet. Sapp now. Missile drop kick. And that was right between the eyes. And Sapp doesn't know where he is right now. Another head scissors. I think Javon, if he didn't rock his world then, he did now. There's a Spanish fly. That's got to be it. After that kick to the head, the Spanish fly, it's over. Javon Fox. You want to talk about momentum. You want to talk about getting momentum towards a potential Burnout Championship match. You just saw it right there, folks. Because Javon Fox, once again, showing his worth on the Takedown roster. And ladies and gentlemen, like I've been saying all night, tomorrow night is Proving Ground 9. And we got a stat card for you tomorrow night. A stat card that I am about to run down for you. And I hope you will join us tomorrow night. If you haven't, hit the bell to be notified. And leave a like on the video for Proving Ground as well. Helps the analytics and whatnot. Helps us get recommended and all that. You are listening to From Today by Cold Rain from the album Negative. It is available on Spotify, Apple Music, and other retailers. It is the official theme for Proving Ground 9. Loop on the 3rd will defend the Burnout title against Sly Cooper. 2 thieves, 1 belt. Who will walk out as Burnout champion? We're going to find out tomorrow night. Also, This match is not just about respect, but maybe a future title opportunity between Kenshin and Code Red Michael Conley. It's going to be a hell of a match, that's for sure. Speaking of a hell of a match, Reiko Hinamoto makes her DCA return in ring against Yuki Mori in her 4th match ever in pro wrestling. That's going to be a hell of a match as well. Sin defends the Fever Championship in a triple threat match against Morgan Raincroft and Selena Zeta. Who will walk out of this one as the Fever Champion? We're going to find out, folks. Can Oseko find her inner extreme? She's going to have to if she's going to exercise the demon that is Takina once and for all at Proving Ground. Who is the best pure wrestler on the roster? Is it Tyler Parks, or is it the champion Kiyoshi Saiba? We will find out with the Pure Championship on the line at Proving Ground 9. Future War Cult have the biggest match of their careers as they take on 2 former DCA World Champions, Atlas Jones and Malik Brown, with the gold on the line. Trixie Decker said anyone who wants that Goddess title is going to have to bleed for it, and she's already made Bad Amy bleed once. But there's going to be a lot more blood than that in this Goddess title match, Yokohama Death Match tomorrow night. Whose era is it? Is it the unhealthy era of Ellie Rose, or is it the era of the Mad Queen Ovana Morgan? Who walks out as the Wildcats World Champion? We find out tomorrow night at Proving Ground. And then the main event, the face of DCA Takedown, Zach Stone, the face of ACW Excel, Haru Glory, who will leave as the DCA World Heavyweight Champion. Join us tomorrow night, folks. Proving Ground 9, Yokohama, Japan. Obviously, it's not July anymore. That production team's going to get fired. But anyway, tomorrow night, folks, don't miss it.